All right, Nick, there's one thing Jerry Jones loves more than winning at football, and that is winning in the dollar column. And I think Jerry Jones has made a couple more dollars after the recent sale of the Denver Broncos. You have the story on this one.
Yeah, so Katie Drummond over at Cowboys Wire writes, the Dallas Cowboys have reigned supreme as not just the most valuable NFL franchise, but sports franchise in the world. For several years, they've sat atop the Forbes list, recently checking in late August with a projected value of $6.5 billion. Now, to your point, the Denver Broncos have recently completed or in the throes of completing a sale to a member of the Walton family for $4.65 billion. And Drummond goes on to write, and if the Broncos are worth $4.65 billion, the Cowboys' value is going to skyrocket as well. Last year, it's important here, the Broncos were only valued at $3.75 billion. Using the percentage increase over that amount, the Cowboys will be worth at least $8 billion. It's an increase of almost $2 billion come the next assessment in the coming months. All right, Maya, so what do you think of this big windfall for Jerry Jones and Dallas with this Denver sale?
First of all, I didn't know that the Broncos were such peasants. Only valued at $3.7 billion last year. It's kind of embarrassing. I wouldn't even tell people that, But no, I think it's pretty good. Jerry, I think he likes. I don't think he'll ever sell the Cowboys. I think he loves the organization. He loves the team. He loves just being a football guy too much. But I think he likes knowing that, hypothetically speaking, if he was going to sell the team, that it's going up more and more every year. He likes the ROI on the Cowboys. And he's made huge money off of his initial investment. But the other part of this story that I thought was very interesting is the Walton Kroenke Denver dynasty. They own quite a few teams over in Denver. So the Walton/Kroenke family owns the Nuggets, the Avalanche, the Broncos, the Rapids, and then one other smaller NLL team that I'm not very familiar with. But they own quite a lot in the Denver area. So I think all things considered, they're doing pretty well, but not quite as good as Jerry Jones is doing.
Well, like you said, I think for Jerry Jones, this is just a competition, right? He loves seeing that his Cowboys are the most valuable sports franchise in the world. But what does this mean for the larger NFL? Because that's the question here. Is this just a few more hypothetical $1 billion in paper value for owners? Short answer is yes. But I think it has a bigger impact. So with the NFL teams getting more valued, what does that mean? The more higher value of the NFL teams means that these owners, when they go and finance, they go to their banks and they ask for loans for their teams to improve and invest and grow and, improve their facilities, improve the stadium, negotiate better TV deals, all that kind of stuff. That, creates more revenue for the teams, therefore more revenue for the NFL, grows the game. And by extension, because the salary cap is tied to the gross NFL revenues, that will flow down to the players and even bigger contracts for a lot of these players. So while Jerry Jones made out like a bandit here, making $2 billion on paper, I think over the next few years, we're going to see some of that money start working its way down to the players as well.
Yeah, I like the trickle-down aspect of coming from the top. It really does kind of benefit everybody when a big deal like this goes down. But one other thing I've been thinking about is the barrier for entry to get in on an NFL team is getting higher and higher and higher, and only the super elite, like the Waltons, are able to come out and buy a team like the Broncos. I don't know many people that can scrounge up $4.65 billion. I mean, this makes it more likely that we're going to see the Washington Amazon soon or something like that, or the New York Teslas. Those are the only type of people nowadays that are going to be able to have enough money to buy an NFL team. So that's the other flip side of all of this, because most of these owners, you think Cardinals, you think Bears, you think the Lions, Jerry Jones, obviously, these owners got in very, very early to get these teams. There's very few people who are getting in later in. I think the Rooneys in Pittsburgh, there's because Tepper was involved with them as well a little bit. It was multiple people coming in. We're going to see less and less of one person coming in to buy an NFL team. I think it's going to take either one mega rich person, which I don't know if the NFL is going to let someone like that in, or a group of people coming together to buy a team. So the barrier for entry for me is very interesting, that it's gotten tighter and tighter. All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.